We're not supposed to be afraid of death. I am. What happened to life? You lazy man. You coward. Why didn't you do more?
Well, when he was a little boy and he was asked what he wanted to do when he grew up, he said he wanted to be either a parson or a clown. He's very clever, and I often think to myself, this is absolutely crazy. Here you are without a halfpenny to your name, and yet, you know, you ought to be one of these people running the country instead of the daft lot we've got now. But he wouldn't want to do that. But he's capable of extraordinary things. He is an extraordinary person.
I've known Garnet for more than 30 years. He's an unusual character. He's highly talented in many directions, but he's also a sort of rather romantic idealist.
He embarks on so many things which are interesting and valuable, but really never give him any money. He's always been short of money, painfully short on occasion.
I mean, recently he got interested in Houdini, and I helped him make a part for this box, this sort of trunk that he was going to climb into, and then he's got to get out of.
What about rehearsal? Leg comes up, leg overside.
They've all got tremendous potential, but they don't necessarily all sort of materialise into anything. And Garnet's always sort of struggled a bit like that.
I've got not only this, but also the mind reading, of course, and walking through a brick wall.
It's when he's working on his own that everything runs out of steam. Ultimately, it always does.
You're going to have to give me a hand.
At the corner of the street, maybe teardrops to share. And you told me that you never kissed a girl before. Hold your hand out, out with
I still don't. still don't have a wife or children of my own. You know, what could I offer a woman? I can't really set up a household. I couldn't afford to pay a mortgage or run a car. Well, I don't even drive a car. But I suppose, you know, that sense of, you know, ultimate intimacy and union with somebody is still something that a part of me yearns for and will do all my life, whatever happens. About 20 years ago, I visited the Highlands for the first time. In search of what? I don't know. I loved the idea of the solitude and the isolation. I didn't have a tent, and I didn't have a sleeping bag. All I had really in the way of provisions was 2 fruit loaves and 60 Embassy number 1. I'd made the mistake of assuming that the numbers on the contour lines referred to feet, whereas in fact they refer to meters. So I was somewhat out in my calculations. Help! And I found myself slipping and sliding and tumbling, and eventually I more or less rolled onto a tiny little section of beach. And wedged in the rock, standing perpendicularly, was this curious staff. It's this. The mysterious staff of Gulvein, I call it. But this staff has haunted me for all these years. This is where I went 20 years ago, and that's where I found the staff.
Yeah, was it hidden or...?
It was wedged in the bank of the stream, on the far side of the stream.
Wedged in your up.
Yeah, I had to get into the stream and wade through the water in order to get this thing.
Weird that you found it.
It is very, very strange, yes. In 1746, 2 ships arrived on the west coast of Scotland, bearing a cargo of gold. 40,000 golden coins. This money was intended as a war chest for bonny Prince Charlie, who wanted to regain the throne on behalf of the Stuart line, and who had a lot of supporters, especially in Scotland. But by the time the money arrived, bonny Prince Charlie and his Highland army had already been defeated at the Battle of Culloden. And so the money was carried into the Highlands and hidden somewhere on the shores of Loch Arkaig. Which is exactly where I found myself stranded 20 years ago. Apparently, they buried the gold under a rock in a rivulet. Well, I found the staff wedged into a rock in a small rivulet. Maybe the staff that I found in the stream, in fact, is a marker for the position of the gold. What I want to do is to go back up there and have a look. At a conservative estimate, it would be worth something in the order of £1 billion.
He is actually challenging the possibility of this gold being there. He's had that stick all these years, and basically the story is based around the discovery of that and everything that it means.
What I need to do, I need you to put your dose of steroid up. I don't think you're having enough steroid.
Yes.
And that means to go to 6 tablets once a day, which is 30 milligrams.
30, okay.
Yes. Any other problems? No?
No, not really. Well, except to being old.
Well, that unfortunately is not something we're very good at treating on the National
I
Health.
should be 90 this month.
I know you've got a big birthday coming up, haven't you?
Yes,
That's
that's
exciting. We'll have to get you a bit better for that.
Same day as the Queen's.
Oh,
She's lucky to share my
Isn't
birthday.
isn't that a treat? Yes.
You can do. I'll drop the door on you because it's.
It has been very frustrating for me for the past few years, because if I'm going to make a reasonable job of looking after my mum, that means I've got to be around the place, and I've got to, sort of dance to whatever tune is necessary, the doctor's visits and all the tablets and all this sort of thing. No sooner have I done one thing than, lo and behold, it's time to do another one. Time's going by, and here I am just sort of stuck in this sort of nowhere land, this limbo. I'm afraid there's no tartare sauce.
During the war, a fellow student was Lucian Freud. He tried to seduce me avidly when I was 19 and was very annoyed when I wouldn't succumb. What else have I done? Back in the 70s, I made up action songs and singing games for children. One of these songs, it's gone worldwide. It's sung all over the world by children. When all the cows were sleeping and the sun had gone to bed, up jumped the scarecrow, and this is what he said: I'm a dingle-dangle scarecrow with a flippy-floppy hat, and I shake my hands like this, and I shake my feet like that. When all the hens were roosting, and the moon behind a cloud, up jumped the scarecrow and shouted very loud: I'm a dingle-dangle scarecrow with a flippy-floppy hat, and I shake my hands like this, and I shake my feet like that.
Well, thinking this through, there's quite a lot of costs involved. I'm going to need a boat, obviously, and there's got to be a vehicle to tow the boat or take the boat up there, and maybe metal detectors, life jackets, I don't know what else.
It's all adding up to quite a bit of money that I haven't really got. I could ask my mum for some money, I suppose, but I don't really want to do that. Well, we'll just have to see.
So we'll go down here and join Joe, who is doing some extra preparation on the boat here.
Right.
Okay, it's a bit wibbly wobbly, but
It's all right, isn't it?
a nice firm grip and up. It doesn't feel too bad for a second or two.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, looks magnificent, doesn't it? Right. Well, I've known Anne's. Anne's a bit older than me, so she's maybe 62 or something.
I'm 64 now, so I was about 24 when I met him.
Well, 25, 30. Well, it's about 35 years, something like that.
No, 40 years.
We'll just start off with the absolute basic. Turn it on.
He's one of the most imaginative, exciting people that I've ever met.
I'll put it in here.
It's not very well hidden.
Oh, right, I'll hide it more than it. Right now.
But he has such high ideals.
Yeah, straight on it.
Okay,
Yeah,
straight,
yeah, yeah, straight on it.
It's quite hard to live up to the sort of things that he would like a woman to be, I think.
I'm just going to hammer this in and I'll make Garnet sweep. He hasn't seen where I've put it.
There.
Look at Garnet. Sorry, he's just pulling faces.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Yeah, well done. That's one of them.
Something in there.
2 quid, isn't it? Have a pint tonight.
I've developed a little bit of a love interest, you might say. I don't know, or I might have done anyway, with respect to Julie, who plays the piano in the Kendall, and I wasn't expecting that. And she said, "Oh, have you ever tiled a bathroom?" And I said, "Yes." So, we're kind of talking about maybe tiling her bathroom, which I'd like to do. Well, there's a part of me that wants to be in love. And that's part of my nature. I suppose I want to be in love, and I can't stop it any more than I can start it, and I can't start it any more than I can stop it. Well, we're just on our way down to the Clockhouse Cafe, which is near the station, in order to meet Gilly. Inbox 1 unread message. Hang on, here we go. Oh, Garnet, I'm so sorry, I completely forgot. Well, I'm going to go in the cafe and send her a text saying, does that mean you're not coming today at all? Which it implies, because that's all she says. There's lots of exclamation marks and 4 O's in so sorry. I seem to have been asleep, really. You know, I've been waiting for something to come my way that never really has.
If the wanting don't do ya, then the waiting sure will. 'Cause the bottom does drop out if you're hoping to fill the shoes of another with great big ideals, just waiting for. I'm waiting for a letter.
All God's experiments or his schemes or his projects
of the gold.
They're the friends of his life, they're the women in his life, they're the children of his life. This isn't just a trip on some historical quest. This is it. This is Garnet's life.
Life is short. Before you know it, turn around and you're tiny. Turn around and you're grown. Good God, if I don't get on with something now, the whole of life will have flitted past. "20 years ago, when I found the staff in the stream, no one knew where I was. I had no food or shelter. I was lost. I lay down near the stream and resigned myself to die. But I had no fear. Well, for the purposes of this expedition, I'm obviously going to need a vehicle and stuff like that, you know, which are fairly expensive things. I did have a fella stood by who was going to put up some money, but he dropped out. So it's getting a little bit difficult at the moment. So I suppose the point is, would it be okay?
Yes,
Yeah?
Yes.
I mean, I could repay it, I guess, you know, when I've managed to sell the things and so on.
Yes. That's okay. That's fine. Yes.
Okay, that's really good. Thank you. Here he is. This is it. Oh, how about that? Hello. Wow, how about that?
I know, well, this is it. It's 4-wheel drive.
Yeah.
It's all MOT'd. Good tyres. He says it's been reliable. He says it's one lady owner. I'm not too sure about that.
Oh, how about that?
The old Landy.
God, I'd love to drive it actually.
Oh, you've managed to lock the keys in somehow?
Yeah, it's exactly what I managed to do. Are all the keys on that key ring?
Yes.
Check that door.
Oh, that's all right.
Oh my God. Best, mate.
Okay.
I'm sure it'll get you there.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you. Thanks again.
You're welcome.
Marvellous.
All the best.
We're going to the remotest part of the remotest place in the whole of Europe. Could, by some strange chance, be, you know, sort of virgin opportunity that has merely been overlooked over years and years and years. I mean, he spells it out. He spells it out.
It's marked on the map, isn't it?
Now, what we're going to do today is test the boat here.
No, the other way, Joe.
That's it.
She's had a bit of a knock already.
Mighty Neptune, please accept this gift of the blood of the vine.
Dad, what's that then?
Well, this will be the helium balloon. That's the only size you can get. Awkward. Need to put that in a vice, really. That's better. Oh, it will go over. So now it's a question of retracing my steps. I've got to get back precisely to that point on the stream where I found the staff before. I know I came in through here somehow and over this mountain range here. The question is exactly where. This is the difficult part. Now, one odd thing I do remember is that when I was halfway up the mountain, down below on the flat I could see a mysterious structure, probably made of stone. It had a very, very distinctive shape, something like this. A straight line broken by a circle. Press and hold the button until the indicators turn on. So that did, Joe. I guess it's working. Yeah, and that'd be the. Yeah. Hello. Okay. So if I can find this, then I think I can use it as a guide, as a pointer towards the path that leads up and over the mountain, precisely to that point on the stream. So I've got to, I don't know, I've got to figure out a way of rediscovering this. Identifying this shape, which of course is most clearly visible or distinctive from the air, from above. My mum, she collapsed. And she's in hospital at the moment, which worries me deeply, really, because they keep talking about sending her back home, and maybe they will, or maybe they won't. And I've just got a feeling that maybe she won't come home now. I don't know how to cope with it, really.
In some churches where there are sort of murals of medieval depictions of hell, and it shows all these little demons poking people with pitchforks. And that's a bit what it feels like. I don't feel very old. I feel about 40 inside my head. You know, you suddenly look at your arms and you think, oh my God, it was an old person's hand. It just, you know, I find it shocking, really, when I look at myself. I have very vivid dreams, and I quite often dream that I'm much younger. I dream that I can run and dance and swim and do all those things. Stop for a minute. Get my head together. I'm very conflicted about the way I feel about it. I have to say I'm conflicted. Sometimes I feel annoyed by it. I feel ground to dust by it. I really do. And I think, when will this ever end? You know, when will I be free? Sometimes I find myself thinking, for God's sake, why don't you just die? You bastard, you shouldn't think that at all. Bless her, let her keep going as long as she possibly can.
Right. So just take it easy for a while. I've often thought, well, you know, my poor mum, she must wonder where I'm going, what I'm doing. I don't know what she might ideally have wanted for me, I don't know. But whatever it was, I'll never quite be that. Lots of people have these ambitious ideas. We all do, really, and we talk about it because it's a nice idea. But will it ever happen? Does it ever happen? Of all the things I nearly done, there's many, many, many things that I've nearly done but not. Show me a man who hasn't. But hopefully there's still time yet for me to do a little bit of something with what's left of, you know, with what's left of life. Well, while I'm away, the pages will probably do more than is necessary.
They'll be rushing in and out with food and
yes,
and cups of tea and things.
I'm sure they will. Yes.
Yes, and
Anne will show her face.
Yes.
So I think it should be fine. Touch wood. So I think it should be okay. I mean, I was worried, you know, that maybe. Well, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, that all sounds all right anyway.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You'll be all right. Enjoy yourself.
I'll be fine.
You'll be fine, yeah.
I'll do the door.
Well, I hope you find something, whatever it is. If it's not gold, it's his heart's desire.
Heaven is so far away from me tonight, but right here is where I wanna be. Heavy is the hope I carried all my life, but right now I'm ready to believe. Oh, my round spins me out in circles. It's high time for living out this dream. And oh, my waitings left my heart in shackles. But oh, I'm ready to believe. Ready to believe.
It's too beautiful. So, look over there. That's so beautiful. It's beyond description or belief.
Well, I've never been here, but I mean, it is just stunning. It's amazing. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. Everywhere you turn, there's mountain, there's water, there's wildlife. It's a dream place.
Well, apparently Charles did bring some gold with him. There's a bit of story that one of Rob Roy's sons was one of the ones who was also entrusted with it. Whether the gold exists or not is another story. Apparently it's buried along someplace along the banks of Loch Arkaig. Nobody's ever found it. What's the chances of finding it?
There is also a rumour that it might be up in Glen Peen on the rough bounds of Moydat.
Yes. There's supposed to be another cache at Bannockburn, near Bannockburn House. There's supposed to be another treasure chest buried. But that's probably under the motorway now.
My idea is that the rock in the stream where I found the starfall those years ago might conceal some sort of underwater cave or cavern or hollow in the riverbank, something like that.
That's where you think the gold is buried?
Yes.
Now is quite a crucial moment, you know. On the test last time, the propeller let us down, and we've mended it. but it hasn't had another test. So this is the key moment. That boat has got to work.
Right, we've got enough water there now to put the motor on.
Started. I was brought up mainly by my mum and by my grandmother, her mother, because my parents split up when I was about 18 months old. My dad, he in fact ran off with the woman, I think next door but one on the other side of the road or something, somebody very close by. I was 32, I think. 32. I went round to his house. I tracked him down, and he said to me, "Who are you?" I don't know what a father is, really. I don't know what a father's supposed to be. That's probably one of the reasons why I haven't had children myself. Where there should be a dad, there's just a sort of dad-shaped hole.
I think I would have found it very difficult to have stayed with Garnet all that time. And I can't really imagine what life would have been like all these years.
We were, you know, very close for, I don't know, a total of 7 years, something like that.
We were together for about 8 years.
You know, she'd stay with me and I'd stay with her.
We had a lot of fun, you know, because he was always so exciting, he had such good ideas about things, and we'd go off on adventures. And
we'd been on holiday together. We went to the Red Sea.
You know, we'd take the train with our bicycles and we'd go painting for the day. And
the Sinai Desert and places like that. And
you know, it was great fun. He's hard to be with, but also he's very exciting to be with.
And she couldn't afford to, you know, wait around, and I don't know, I had other ideas. I thought, I don't know what I thought. It's hard for me to have found out that, you know, my relationships that I pursued when I was in my 30s and so forth, that, you know, wonderful as they were,
and painful as they were, what did it amount to? You know, what's left?
After Garnet and I split up, I had children, 2 children with somebody else, yeah. Which was hard for me because I really wanted to have children with Garnet. You can cut that out.
But you didn't want?
No.
Okay.
garnet starts on this journey 20 years ago. And it's been simmering in his mind ever since. What has really been going through his mind all those years? How is he going to react when he actually sort of approaches that area where he sort of nearly lost his life? Because in the end, this is what the whole thing's all about. The story of Bonnie Prince Charlie, the treasure and everything suddenly evaporates. We just have to see what happens.
Wow, look at that. It's so beautiful. That's the mouth of the river. Incredible. When I came down the mountainside when I was here 20 years ago, I came down this way. But that is definitely where I came down and found myself stranded in this tiny cove. And I'm just thinking here, you know, how amazing that I was picked up from that cove. There's nobody here. A similar time of the year. I could have, you know, I could have waited there forever and a day and nobody would have come. Not a soul. Not a soul. As far as the eye can see. It's amazing. As far as the eye can see, nobody. I can see down there the mouth of the stream, a stream. It must be the stream. I never saw it before, but that's going to run up this way through the glen, underneath the footbridge. And it's somewhere on the other side of that footbridge that I found the mysterious staff of Gulveig, whatever that may mean. It's incredible to be alive now here in this incredible place. After all these years, still alive. It's unbelievable. Maybe it's all just maybe all this moment, the whole thing is just one beautiful illusion. Maybe I'll wake up tomorrow and it'll all be gone. Well, it will be gone soon enough, whether it's an illusion or not. When I came here 20 years ago, I looked death in the face. Dear God, I was lucky to get away with my life. I was 38, I suppose. And maybe it was, I don't know, maybe it was the last official day of my youth or something, I don't know. I'm 58 now. You know, time has stood still in this place. Well, maybe time has stood still for me. Oh, what a day. What a day. What a place. And it's my birthday too. So happy birthday to me. We're up above the clouds. Up above the clouds. Wow. Down there where the mists are now, in the wood, in the base of the glen, that's where I found the mysterious staff. We come down from the mountain in the morning before we actually enter the glen, and that's going to be a key moment. And then we go into that place that I've been waiting to return to for all these years. I can't wait. It's the same place. The bridge is different, it's just that the bridge looks different. Everything else it is the same. So I'm here. I've returned. I offer you my hand.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Mum. Sorry, Anne. Sorry, all the people. I'm sorry that I let you down. I'm sorry that I never quite measured up to your expectations of me. Sorry that I've hurt you. I'm sorry that I've confused you. I'm sorry that I've kept you waiting. I'm sorry that I didn't make you more proud. Sorry I couldn't have done better. It's the way it is. I mean, you know, say sorry to people, say sorry to God, you know. I'm sorry, God. I wasted my life. What's he going to think of that? Perhaps this is my way of... It's my way of saying sorry. A love letter from me to you, the people that love me. Something to make you proud of me, if you can be. You know, it can't make up for all the time that's been lost, but it's something.
Gold isn't just stuff that you find in the ground or in a box marked X on a map. You know, your life it consists a lot of the time in thinking about the past and your place in it and the friends you had. And you gather up fragments of gold from those. Gold dust.
Thank you, world.
How's it go of all the things I nearly done? I nearly met the Aga Khan.
Yes.
I nearly buzzed the southern piers with Avis in his death machine. I nearly traversed across the desert on a camel with the Bedouin. I nearly painted golden towers. I nearly practiced the guitar for hours. I nearly saw the meaning of her suffering soul. I nearly stormed the pitch and scored a goal. I nearly entered my account on time. I nearly was an honest man. And of the things I nearly done, when all that's nearly done is through, what's done, what isn't, when the bell has rung, and there is nothing left to nearly do. If I can't grasp a late degree, I'll ever say, it was for lack of loving thee. So let my heart be open and my way be true, and let me put aside the things I nearly done, and bring me daily closer to the things that I do.
Well, you did write that, and I think it's rather a good poem, Garnet.
Until the end, the very end. It's not over until the end. You can make believe, or you can just pretend. But when the chance arrives, you will see things are gonna work out rather differently for you and me. It's not over till the end. Some say I'm lacking in the savoir-faire, but I quite politely said la vie. I've been getting ready almost all my life, and now I'm finally on my feet. Now and then, every now and then, I ask all around and wonder aloud, what could have been? Well, I may be a dreamer waiting by the phone, staring out the window at a life unknown. But my dear friends, it's not over till the end.
The inside story of Ukrainian security services staging the death of a Russian journalist. Fake news? And what did it achieve? The fake murder that fooled the world on BBC iPlayer.